chair and say that we don't care, we're not interested. Our hands are tied a little bit, as Chief Blair said. There are things that we're doing to try to see what we can get from higher ups. They're the ones that make the laws. There are things we're doing on an ordinance standpoint, and those are the things that we can continue to do, but we do have a meeting coming with ChristNet. Me and my ordinance and building department is going to meet with them here probably in the next 2 weeks.
Councilwoman Brandon.
So I drove to the neighborhood a couple weeks ago after our meeting, a couple days later, and I did witness all of this. I witnessed people sleeping and talked to some of the residents that were out in the neighborhood and heard a lot of stories. And there has to be, and I know the mayor and the administration is working on it, and I'm hoping there's something we can do. We've got to put our heads together and think of something, because you can't have people, using the restroom on your front lawn and that be okay. I mean, whether they're mentally ill or not, it just can't happen. I mean, we have to, I'm hoping that the mayor and administration can come up with something, or the police chief, or any of us, or, the Senator guys, or something, I mean, we should be able to come up with something, some kind of, I can't just hold up our hands and say, nothing we can do, like the mayor said.
Well, through the chair, the police enforce the laws, but they're only able to enforce now what is being dictated to them from higher ups. We'd be here for 2 hours if I could give my opinion on this. I'm not happy with this. I don't like it. It seems every corner, not just in the city of Taylor. I go to Kent, I go to all these other cities, and there's people standing there asking for money. The biggest problem is people are giving them the money. And the more people give money, the more likely they're to stay there. When I found out that this was being built over there, this did not come in front of council, I thought it was a horrible idea. Because the thing is when they come there it was, I think, said that they were going to clean their clothes, take showers and stuff to prepare themselves to go for interviews and stuff. I knew that if somebody came there to get all that on a bus or something, they weren't going to get back on the bus at 5 o'clock and leave. They were going to go somewhere within that vicinity. And we were having a little bit of that issue with the church that was further down. It's a huge problem. I agree 100%, but there's limitations on what we can do right now, and I can promise you that I'm doing everything I can to see what we can go, how far we can go. Because that's the limit I want to go. As far as I can take this, that's what I want to do. Because this is not good for our community. It's not good for your neighborhood. It's not good for any neighborhood in the city. And these people move from one place to another. I drive down Eureka almost every day before I come into work, and I see the people sleeping over there. I see them even during the afternoon. They're sitting under trees in the shade. When ChristNet closes, they're all sitting along the curbs or the sidewalks and stuff. It's not good. And they're going over into Myers parking lot. They're going down to the mall. We had a situation at Taco Bell 2 weeks ago where they basically try to take over Taco Bell. It is a huge problem, and I can't stand it. But we're limited on what we can do, including our police. So we're doing everything as far as ordinance, what we can do. Tents in the city. If you see a tent in the city, let us know. That's an ordinance situation.
But it's not being taken down.
Through the chair, I can tell you that is absolutely not true, because in the last probably 2 weeks, we have removed many tents.
On Superior.
Okay.
All over the city.
Mr. Mayor.
Sorry. Through the chair.
Sorry, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, no, you're fine. But we don't want to have, I want everybody to be allowed to speak. And I know this gentleman right here has been waiting very patiently.
He was here before, yes.
And so please, sir, we'll recognize you at this time.
My name's Alan Patterson, and I live on the road where you guys did the water main. I have had a nightmare all summer. This is the inside of my house. Okay, I took 2 weeks trying to get a hold of somebody, kept calling Wade Trim. No one returned the phone call. I've left messages for a lot of you guys. Secretary, everybody, trying to get somebody to call me back. I finally got him to pay for my carpet. And in the process, they destroyed my driveway. They said, don't worry, we're gonna fix it, we're gonna take care of everything, don't worry, it's gonna be. I dealt with Chris Gibbs. He helped me with the carpet. But about a month and a half ago, he stopped returning my phone calls. And they sent me over to Darren with Wade Trim. Wade Trim comes out, we're gonna take care of it, don't worry. I go up north, come back, they drop off the thing, they go, you got cracks in your driveway, we're not fixing them. I said, wait a minute, I have cracks, but I can fill the cracks in. I don't have cracks anymore, I got gravel where they drove the big equipment on it and turned it into gravel and busted it all up. I'm the only sidewalk on the north side of Wick Road from Beach Daily to Telegraph. When I bought the house, city made me put it in. It busted it all up. Don't want to fix it. I can't get anybody to return my calls from Wade Trim. I can't get Chris Gibbs. Every time I call DPW, the lady says, I talked to him. He says he talked to you. I haven't talked to him in a month and a half. I don't know where to turn. This is the cracks that I have, which is now gravel. It's been a nightmare. My ice maker don't work no more, where they pump dirt through my ice maker. My faucet, I had to replace my kitchen faucet because it ran mud for a day. It's just been a nightmare all summer, and no one seems to care. And now they packed up and moved on, and I'm sitting here with nothing. I got a picture of where they cleared out. I got all kinds of pictures. My wife has all kinds of flowers. They tore up her flower beds. We'll be back in the day to put the flowers back in the ground. A month later, they never come back. It's been a nightmare all summer. I don't know where to turn. I don't have any idea where to turn anymore. Do I get a lawyer? What do I do? Like I said, I'm lost. I had a perfectly flat driveway. They dug under it. Now it's sinking down in and the corners are popping up. You know what it's going to be like this winter when the frost comes? It's going to destroy it. They don't care. They're not fixing it because they dropped off, like I said, this picture, and you can look at all these pictures. I keep saying I didn't have cracks. But they were cracks that I don't know if you know about blacktop. You get a little filler and you fill the cracks and you cover over it with the cover with the roller. I've been doing it for years. I can't do that now no more. I got gravel. Not only do I got gravel, every time it rains it washes it into my grass and my lawnmower's shooting rocks every direction. I don't know what to do.
Mr. Mayor, is there a complaint process, a follow-up process in terms of the construction that was done in that area? Is there I guess, a formal process that
Chris Gibbs.
Hold on, sir.
So through the chair, I believe there is, but, you know, Mr. Gibbs is here today, and we'll have that conversation as soon as we're done here.
I even tried to talk to Lanny Hall. Lanny Hall says, I don't want to deal with it. Chris is in charge. Everybody says Chris is in charge, but Chris won't return a phone call. When they were busting it all up,
So
we're going to fix it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
What I've heard,
My wife had knee surgery. I should be home taking care of her, not dealing with this. She dealt with, we couldn't have carpet in our house because of the stench.
sir, I believe we've heard the concerns.
Well, sorry, I apologize, but I'm very upset. It's been a whole summer. Let me finish one more thing.
Right ahead.
The foreman stopped by my house a month ago. He said, don't call a lawyer, don't go to city council. I was headed to city council a month ago. Don't go, we're going to take care of it, don't worry about it. Never heard from him again. That's the kind of treatment I've been getting all summer long. Like I said, I've incurred costs. The kitchen, I had to pay for the kitchen myself because they already gave me a check for the carpet, they're not dealing with it.
So, sir, much like, I wanted to make certain that I gave you your time, there are some other people, I believe, that are waiting to speak. I believe we understand what the issue is, or at least, your side, and we need to get with the administration and Mr. Gibbs and see if this can be remedied. Okay.
I would sure appreciate it.
All right. Is there any further open business? Please come forward.
We're just the same thing as Christ. We're just all fed up. I know these guys have heard it a million times. They're probably going to hear it a million times more if it's up to me. Because I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. You don't have it in your room. You don't have it at your homes. If you did, you'd feel the same way we do. Because it's disgusting. And I know you'd feel a little different if it was in front of your house and in your neighborhoods. Hopefully you would. Instead of having to listen to it here and understand it, we could send them to your places. It might make a difference to you. That's how we feel.
Sir?
Hello, my name is Michael Andrews. I spraying some liquid stuff like that, and they're not even getting it in the sink. Went out through today and checked it, what I could see. I've been in my house 48 years.